pause in that center point. Pause in that neutral place. So from there, what I'd love for you to do is leave your pelvis completely still, like you were balancing something on your middle low back, and just move the bottom of the rib cage, those vertebrae, into the same pattern of movement. So it's going to go towards the floor into extension. Concentrate on just like a few of those vertebrae. And you're staying in this range of motion for you that feels non-invasive. You gotta respect your body and what it, the more you respect your body and you don't try to like force it to do things it doesn't want to do. And I don't mean that in like I mean, we always work hard. I'm saying when you respect the way it is right now, it tends to open up to give you more. So move through the range of motion that it's giving you permission to move through without any alarming. You're keeping your pelvis still, and if you're able to concentrate even on this idea, you're keeping your head still so that you're really just isolating that part of the vertebrae. Okay, pause in the center, y'all. Now, right at the center of the heart, kind of the base of the neck, move from there. Back and forth. And when you do this, when you move in a way that really respects your body, like how it is now, not only does it tend to open up more to you, but it also starts to strengthen areas you don't really even know how to get to otherwise, because it starts to let go of any compensation. It starts to feel like it can let go. So then it gives you more permission into more little crevices of your own body. So if you're starting to get this you're like, I didn't even know my shoulders could work like this, that's very normal. Just allow that to happen. Allow your neurology to rewire. Allow it to experience new sensation, new connections. Okay, gorgeous. Now pause in the center, and we're going to do the same thing with the nose. Nose to the floor, and then the chin. You could track the chin if you'd like. You could track it from the base of the skull forward, protraction, retraction. You have a laser beam shooting out of the center of your skull, drawing a line in front of you. Nothing else is moving. Now let's do everything. Ready? All of our vertebrae into extension. Eyes now, they go underneath your eyebrows. Look under your eyebrows. Then look down at your cheekbones and round your spine. Down at your cheekbones. Your eyes go towards your eyebrows. Your eyes go towards your cheekbones. Your eyes go towards your eyebrows. Your eyes go towards your cheekbones. Eyebrows. Cheekbones. You're gonna feel a lot of things going on in your stabilizers, your intrinsic core, in the stabilizing, like the very fine-tuned stabilizers of the spine. Beautiful. Now look down at the cheekbones. Start to look down at the pubic bone, and just like a piece of fabric, feel the back of your body like elongating through the room. Think of it as those two laser beams lengthening into a semicircle. Then go into an extended spinal position. And now we start to look up a little bit more. And we're taking more range of motion because we're opening up the keys to the kingdom of the body. Round. Look up at your eyebrows or the ceiling or the corner of the room and feel those laser beams, you guys. Feel those laser beams shooting out through this room, whatever room you're in, so that you're feeling something bigger than yourself. Beautiful. Now pause and center. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the skin pull away from the floor. Remember all that? Remember we started there? Look at us. We've come so far. Now take the left hip towards the right armpit, but don't move anything else. Then take the right hip towards the right armpit. Now, when you're doing this movement, keep the ribs still, keep the head still as best you can. And I said hip, but can you feel like it's that laser beam? So you really pay attention to the inner parts of your pelvis. You're not just thinking about the outside of the pelvis. You're like, I'm inside the pelvic floor. I'm moving from there. All my layers moving. Through the range of motion that feels like you have permission for. Fabulous. Now, does one side feel tighter than another? Go away from the tight side and do little pulses, tiny pulses, 30% effort, pulse, pulse. And you're feeling that the side that's tighter is getting little micro stretches, just little hydration moment. You're not trying to force anything, you're just like, okay, let's open, it's safe, we're good, go ahead, beautiful. Now hold that, breathe in, breathe out, pull the abdominal wall away from the floor, long spine, lift the back of the head if it dropped, breathe in, breathe out, and now we're holding, we're opening up the side that's a little tighter, and now let's breathe rapidly. Tongue to the roof of the mouth. 3, 2, 1, reset the body center. Go for some rocking. Scheiße. If you have any wrist stuff going on, like I do, never have before, it's okay. We'll figure it out. It's the rhythm of life. The stronger we get our abdominal wall, the more connection we have to it, the stronger our shoulders are, the better. Fabulous. Resetting. If at this point you're like, I need water, I'm dizzy, you can stop at any time. I'm gonna go through the whole process, but you can stop at any time. You can close your eyes, you can reset. And when you're ready, come on up. From there, I want you to do the same thing with the rib cage. This is very specific. Keep your skull steady, your pelvis steady, and almost like relax your shoulders so it's not coming from your shoulders. It's that middle spine. It can be sometimes the hardest to feel like you have access to, but you got it. I know you got it. Now, tip the rib cage. Let's see. There's a few ways to think about this. You could think about the left bottom rib going towards the left hip, and then switch and keep it small. Another way to think about it is like, can you, so our rib cage goes all the way up underneath our collarbone. So you could keep the collarbone still, and you could think about trying to move the top of the rib, the right side of the rib, upward towards the right armpit and the left side of the rib towards the hip. Breathe into that. Then switch. This is called a cog. We've been doing cogs. And the more accurate you can be, the more, it's like that same concept of restricting one area to get more mobilization in another area. So we're not moving most of our parts, just the vertebrae between at the base of our ribs up to sort of in between our shoulder blades. This area gets very locked up when we are in a fear response. Again, normal, part of life, no problem. So just move through the range of motion that is not alarming you. And if one side feels sort of more restricted than another, stay there. Breathe into it. Breathe out. Abdominal wall connects. Breathe in. Breathe out. Think of breathing as an internal stretch. Breathe into it. Breathe out. And now add some speed if you'd like. Good. Hold. And then integrate the full movement back and forth. We're working, y'all. We're working. Here we go. We're almost done. Take the back of the skull and tip the ear towards the shoulder. And vice versa. Keep it right at picture that vertebrae right at the base of your neck and lengthen away from that vertebrae. Out and over, out and over. Cool. Does one side feel more restricted than another? Go to that side, and we're gonna pause, breathe in, breathe out. Add the speed. Beautiful. Hold. Okay, gorgeous. Round the whole thing. Take the tailbone to the left, the skull to the left, and then up with the eyes, up with the tailbone, other side, and keeping your shoulders from moving if you can. So you're really being articulate with your vertebrae. Moving through all of these ranges of motion. Keep your thigh bones still. Reverse. And you guys pause. Tuck the toes, breathe in. Breathe out. Abdominal wall to the spine. Feel it go. Feel it lift, feel it lift, feel it lift so much that you can lift your knees up and then put them right back down. You can do this on the elbows as well. Breathing in. Breathing out, the toes are tucked, the spine is long. Feel the abdominal wall go first. Feel that container around the organs. And just just feel the energy is so active there that you have to lift, but get it there first. Long spine. An inch off the mat, that's all we need. Put it back down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good, stay there, breathe in. Pull the abdominal wall up and pull the hips up because you use the abdominals, that's why. Good, then lower the knees slowly. Gaze at the eyebrows. Exhale, gaze at the cheekbones. Return, gaze at the eyebrows. Lower down, tuck the toes and rock. Undulate. Play with all the new parts of yourself that you've woken up and integrate them. Yeah. From there, you're gonna have your toes back, your hands are forward. Do not get ahead of me if you don't mind. Do not get ahead of yourself. Breathe in. Collarbones are wide, like you're pulling the hands away from each other. As you breathe out, feel that abdominal connect. Push into the feet a tiny bit, just enough, and then launch your body forward. Breathe in, go back. Breathe into the abdominal like you started with, into the floor. Bring your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Breathe in and out of your nose. Control, gentle effort. Beautiful. Pause. Rock forward on the heels and back on the heels. Forward on the heels and feel the generation of energy. Generating energy in the feet and sending it through that abdominal wall, through to the ribs, the shoulders. Everything is supple. Good. Soften the elbows and feel all your bones hammocking. And then push away. Hammock. Break up all your bones. Break up everything. Exhale. Push away. Just like you started at the very beginning. It's all in the abdominal wall. It's all there. It may not be to what you're used to. Teeny tiny. Get closer to the earth and then pull away from the earth. Good. Stay there. Hold it. Breath cycles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Reset. Hangover. Come on up. If you're not sweating, no, there's nothing wrong with you if you're not sweating. I'm sweating, okay? I'll speak for myself. All right, you guys, so reset. Feel like the reset right here is, you're gonna feel a lot in your heartbeat. You could be lying down, I don't care what you're doing. Feel your own heartbeat. Let's actually do that. Let's all lay down. Okay. lay down, feel your own heartbeat, and get used to that pounding feeling. Sometimes when we're not used to it, it can like freak us out. We're like, whoa, why is that? Feel it, get used to it. Move it through you, let it move through you. Don't control it. It's a new level, new layer, an opening. Lots of blood flow today. Feel the natural rhythm of in and out in your abdomen. Again, what's so awesome about this is like it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of concentration, but then it multiplies. So keep doing it. Breathing in, breathing out. Feeling your heartbeat pulsating through your body, through the space that you're in. If you're having any sort of like negative things come up for you, feel them. Don't be afraid. Go drink water. If anything has been provoked, so that's the idea. It's like provocation is just where we're touching on something that is like, hold on, don't do all that. You might get dizzy, or that migraine might show up, or whatever. Next time you can do a little bit less, for sure. But since it's here, just welcome it. You're gonna be able to drink water and sleep, and your body's gonna reset. Don't constrict yourself because you feel that presence. Maybe you don't feel that at all. Maybe you're like, I'm ready to go run a marathon. That's great too. So breathe. And just open your eyes if they're not. Have a very soft gaze. Like really, there's nothing to anticipate. You're not anticipating anything negative. Like your outside world is very quiet. You're just here on this imaginary beach. Your eyes are calm, your cheeks are calm, your mouth is calm. You just feel beautiful.